Catherine Connolly.
Bhíl mágad a Cathaoirleí agus aratá sagam go bhfuil simfuile agad san ábhar seo an táhar atá faoi cabbage agam ná ionad cóireála séarachais wastewater treatment plant atá beartaithe do céimh a trocháin an Carraroe Rua I Connemara. Now tá sé beartaithe le fada an lá agus tá muintir na cheantar ag stracailt agus I man factas chun ionad cóireála séarachais a áil nílas thugam cé có fada tá mise don céadúr 2009 sin 22 bliain ó hin don chathair ach bhí mé an ólas faoin factas a bhí faoi lán seolaí Connemara mar tá séarachais ábh I golas deas san airge. Séarachais ábh adas muidna I man canse an seo. So I mothúram agus I dúram formhór na níní sa cheantar an siomh a bhí peocha agus atá an le haghaidh an ionad seo ní rá sé fellúnach riamh. Ach sin an siomh a bhí aitheanta ag an cóirla conde agus an sin isce éirden. Ní rá mise sásta riamh ach ar a leid bhí rud ag gal rai ach níos tábhachtí fós ní rá muintir na háte sásta ach ar réanós bhí sé chun dul a rai. Ach is tá an siomh I seileamh duine príomháideach agus inis tá cad panála faighte ag an duine sin le éonad eile a thógáil ar an siomh. Agus ceart aige agus I man factas agus a chlán le fad an lá freisin. Ach is an deacreacht atá an inis ní tá an cosúlacht ar an scéal nach mai éon ionad cóireála séarachais ar an siomh sin. So cad atá le déanamh agan. Níos tábhachtí cad atá le déanamh ag isce éireann agus an rialtas ní féidir leanach de rai. I mothúram agus I dúram muintir na háte tá áte bhad níos fellúní I Rossaville agus ach dúrú linn nach féidir é sinna úsáide gáil siar ceapan go bhfuil sé pránach inis breanú ar an siomh sin. Tá an siomh sin I seileamh údarás na Gaeltachta. Tá sé bhad níos fellúní agus bheith an tonad agus níos sanolaí mé ach bheith sé bhad níos fellúní do ceantar níos mó ná an cean a bhí beartaithe. So ag an pointe seo níl an dara rogha agam ach é a ardú a nocht é a chur ar an tafod agus brú a chur ormhise rud I dhéanamh ó híomh an séarachais ábh atá ag golas deas san airge. I'm not going to repeat it all in English, Minister, and I know you've understood everything I've said, but we knew it was the wrong site, let me put it like that. I'm not here to say we were right, quite the opposite. We knew there were difficulties with this site, but that's the site that was picked, despite people of the area highlighting that it wasn't suitable. Now we have reached the position after, I don't want to exaggerate, but certainly since I was elected in 1999, I'm fully aware of this, even though it wasn't my area at the time. And so they put all their eggs in one basket to build a wastewater treatment plant on this site, and the owner of that site has just achieved planning permission from An Bord Pleanála to build a completely different thing, and fair play to them, and they've struggled to get that. But it seems that obviously the wastewater treatment plant can't now go ahead at that site. So I'm looking for urgent clarification, number one, and number two, what steps the government are going to take to ensure that the site that should have been picked in the first place be picked, and urgent steps taken to construct a wastewater treatment plant.
Thank you, Deputy Minister.
Gormaga tagus botlam wekas goalish and chokta as an kesho or do new agus an chance tort dulgus iske earn lagan amok sakasho ton fragar sperle tabroner. The Water Services Act of 2007-2017 set out arrangements in place for the delivery of water and wastewater services by Irish Water and for the scrutiny and oversight provisions that apply in respect of these arrangements. As the Deputy will understand, the provisions of facilities in County Galway is a matter for Irish Water in the first instance, and since the 1st of January 2014, Irish Water has statutory responsibility for all aspects of water services planning, delivery and operation at national, regional and local levels. Irish Water takes a strategic, nationwide approach to asset planning and investment and in meeting customer requirements. The prioritisation and progression of individual projects and programmes is a matter for the determination by Irish Water. My department has made inquiries on the issue mentioned by Deputy Connolly, and I am informed by Irish Water has just today been made aware of the decision by An Bord Pleanála to grant planning permission for an alternative project on the preferred site for the proposed Carraroe wastewater treatment plant. Irish Water is currently reviewing this decision and any implications for the proposed Carraroe sewage scheme. The Government is aware that significant and sustained investment is needed to ensure the continued operation, upgrade and repair of the country's wastewater and wastewater infrastructure and to support economic development in the years to come. In this regard, as part of Budget 2022, our department secured funding over 1.57 billion to support water services, and this includes 1.459 billion in respect of domestic water services provision by Irish Water. And this overall investment will deliver significant improvements in our public water and wastewater services, support improved water supplies right across Ireland, including rural Ireland, and support a range of programmes delivering improved water quality in our rivers, lakes and marine area. And again, just to reassure Deputy Connolly that I think this is a critically important project and a critically important area as the region grows in population, and what you've referenced here is a long-running saga that needs to be addressed by Irish Water. So certainly I'll take these concerns back through our department, through the water section, directly to Irish Water. As I hope that there's some clarity there in the response that I've given you. Thank you.
Garmagad agus chuirmé an ceist in Gaeilge freisin, so beidir uiricinch agus níl me chuirlacht artsa, beidir uiricinch by an freigra I méarla agus in Gaeilge, uiricinch ón Rhein. Ach maidir leis an ceist, an téanród atá simúldomsa an seo ná tá isce éireann I mun afretnú an cinenne atá déanta ag Bord Pleanála. So of interest to me, other than the background, which I'm fully aware with Irish Water, and the history, which I don't need, is that Irish Water is now currently reviewing this decision by An Bord Pleanála to grant permission for something. But Irish Water were fully aware of this. Irish Water were looking at a compulsory purchase order for a very long time in relation to this site, although it was conveyed to them over and over that there was going to be no cooperation because there were other plans by the owner for that site. And I pass no comment on that. But this hasn't come as a surprise to Irish Water. They knew it was under appeal to An Bord Pleanála. They know well it wasn't a suitable site. So there's a serious question here for the government. I know it's Irish Water's responsibility. I never agreed with that happening in the first place, but that's what happened. But we can't stand over a situation where raw sewage is pouring into the bay in the middle of Connemara, I Gríd na Gaeltachta, when there is a site. And we knew there was a site all along. And the problem was, I can't tell you how many meetings I and other TDs were at, and councillors over the last while. And when we tried to say, look, we're not experts, but there is another site looking at, in the ownership of a state agency, they told us it was too costly. But nobody made up the cost of not dealing with the raw sewage going into the water. So when we look at costs in a very restricted way, it's stupid in the extreme. And here we are now, when there's a site, and again, I'm emphasising, I'm no expert, but anyone down there will tell you that the site owned by Údarás na Gaelta in Rossaville is far more suitable and was always more suitable.
Cormagad agus com buchas arís leis an teacht as an ceist seo faoi áisina fuiláisce an Carraroe Rua an galam leis an teachta go bhfuil an rialtas teamánta a chuin tú go chuirtar muoinú súntáiseach ar fáil de uisce airnes. Again, we have a stock response here, Deputy, and I think it is something I will take back through our department to Irish Water. If there is a more suitable site, we'll certainly. I'm not fully familiar with all of the details of the project, but I agree with you absolutely that it is unacceptable for raw sewage to be discharging into watercourses. It's happening too much in our country, and certainly that's, as I did outline in the opening statement, that's why it's critically important that we have put in place record investment for Irish Water to meet these requirements. But it's important that we do it in the right way, and it's important that it's done in the correct way and at the right location. So certainly I'll take back these concerns, and we will get back to you with a response.